Hey everybody, Gecko here. As you can see in my last video, episode 3, that at the end of it, my jaw was all swollen. I have a infected tooth. So I tried Friday, today's Monday, I tried Friday to get a dentist appointment with an oral surgeon here in town. Because I don't want to have to go to like Loveland or the other town that's near here, because it's like 30 some odd miles away and my truck's not working, which is another story I'll tell you about. So I got up this morning and 8 o'clock, called and made an appointment. The quickest they could get me in was Thursday, but they went ahead and prescribed me some antibiotics. So I got somebody from HR to drive me into town and pick up my prescription. So it feels a lot better. It may not look good, but I'm just past the time I would have normally been taking my ibuprofen because I was in so much pain. I was taking 800 milligrams every 6 hours for like the past week. It was that bad. And I haven't been sleeping. I slept all day today, pretty much. Today was my first of 2 days off. So Thursday I got my appointment. HR is going to give me a ride up there again and pick me up. They said more than likely they'd be able to assess it and extract it the same day. I'm hoping that's the case because I don't want to draw this out into more than one appointment. So, as far as my truck is concerned, I went yesterday, I believe, to go get a couple of packs of cigarettes. I was going to get a carton, but the place I went to didn't sell them by the carton, just the packs. So I got 2 packs. When I went and picked up my prescription, it was right next to a Safeway, so I went and got a carton. But my truck, I put the water in the overflow receptacle, and I looked under my truck, and it's like dripping in multiple, rivulets from somewhere underneath the back of the engine, like where the heater core and air condition is. So I don't know. I mean, it could be a good thing. It could just be a hose that needs to be replaced. That would be the cheaper alternative than having to get the radiator or the wet reservoir replaced. I mean, if it's just a hose, man, yeah, the most expensive part of that's going to be the labor. And it shouldn't take more than an hour to put a new hose on, I would imagine. So I'm also going to get them to look at the air condition, see what's wrong with it, why it's not blowing cold air. Hopefully it's just a Freon problem. That's an easy fix. But if it's that hose, that's like, I don't know if that water goes through the air conditioning system. I know nothing about cars other than changing spark plugs and changing oil. And that's what mechanics are paid to do. So, but the heater, I know there's a known defect with the Ford F-250s from 99, which is what I have. And basically what it is the water that goes through the heater core, the condensation that is made by that collects behind the firewall. And when you accelerate, that water just rushes into the cab from under the dashboard. I hear it's an easy fix. I just need to get somebody to do it that knows what they're doing. So hopefully that's an inexpensive thing. Because being up here in the Colorado Rockies, I'm going to need a heater this winter. Or I'm not going to be able to drive if there's snow and ice on the windshield, because I won't have no way to heat it off, melt it. So that's my problems right now. It seems like all I've had was problems, but every time I've had a problem, there's been a solution right there. Like when I was in Amarillo, that 18-wheeler pulled up behind me that was carrying coolant and motor oil, and he was willing to basically put 2 gallons of coolant in my radiator, which saved my ass. So hopefully things will calm down. You know, I can get my truck fixed and get this tooth taken care of. Hopefully that's the last tooth issue I have while I'm here, until I can get back and hopefully start the dental implant process that I had to put off. So I'm still not regretting coming though. I mean, it's still a test of what's to come. I mean, people on the trail had these kinds of problems. I mean, Dixie had an ingrown toenail twice on her trips. Once on the CDT, and once just recently on the Florida Trail. I don't know if it was the same toe or different toes, but she had to stop and get them taken care of. So medical problems do crop up on these long distance trails. So it's a test. Like I said, I slept all day today, as much as I could to catch up, because I hadn't slept in like a week. And it was that 5th and 6th day working, it was taking its toll, man. I was dragging ass. I was just beat. So I stayed in bed as much as I could today to try to catch up on some sleep. And I did get a fair amount of sleep. After I took the antibiotics, my tooth started calming down a bit. I actually got some pretty decent sleep for a couple hours. And I'm gonna keep that up tonight and maybe part of tomorrow. We'll see. I have to do laundry tomorrow. But they made laundry free for staff here. You don't have to pay in the laundromat anymore. You go in, show them your badge, and they give you $6 in quarters. That's good for 2 loads. And I only have 1 load of clothes. I didn't pack many clothes. Everything I have can fit in 1 load of wash, which is how I planned it. I only brought 5 days worth of clothes and some colder weather clothes that are hanging up that I haven't used. But even so, if I had all the clothes dirty, it'd still only be 1 load. Because that's what you aim for when you're out on the trail. The least amount of weight, which means the least amount of clothes that you need. So, yeah, that's the story of my 3rd official day off since coming here. I made that last video cleaning the lodge rooms and cabin. I haven't put it together yet. Obviously, I've been out. So I'm gonna probably make that tonight and see if I can upload it. And then I'll go ahead and make this one and upload it maybe the next day or the day after that. So this will be episode 5 of being here at the YMCA of the Rockies at Estes Park, Colorado. And I don't know what I'll title this one. Yeah, I don't know. Some problems you may encounter in seasonal work and the workaround or something like that. I mean, there's like 5 different mechanic shops in Estes Park, and the dentist I got advertised that he did tooth extractions and oral surgery, even though he is not an oral surgeon. I don't know how that works. I don't know if regular dentists can extract teeth, or it has to be an oral surgeon. I don't know. But I do know this guy does pull teeth, so hopefully he's good at it. I noticed when I was in the pharmacy that everybody in there was older, elderly even. So I guess a lot of people, just retire here. I mean, it's in the middle of a ring of mountains. If you see down that pass right there, around the arm of that mountain, That's where Estes Park Valley is. But it's ringed with mountains just like we are. You know? So summers here are packed with tourists and everything, but there's not really any like ski slopes here, so in the winter it's kind of dead. You know, and I'll be here till December 2nd. I doubt at this point that I'll extend the full 8 months. I think I'll be ready to go home when the 4 months is up, if I even last that long. I know the mileage reimbursement for coming here, I won't get it until after I've been here for 4 weeks, which this week starting is week 3. So it's the beginning of a pay period, I think, because I get paid this Friday. So this is the first week of the new pay period. So my 4th week will be the 2nd week of the pay period. So hopefully I will get my paycheck with my 2nd check, the mileage reimbursement in the 2nd check. And from what I've figured, if my math is correct, the closest route is probably the one I took, which was 1,005 miles, because that's what Google Maps pulled up, and that's what they use to figure out your mileage. So it should pull up the same thing, and that was 1,005 miles at 56 cents a mile. That's $560 cha-ching. So that's on top of my regular pay and overtime, because I have been getting a little bit of overtime, not much. And I actually had a crew going out today to Snow Mountain Ranch over in Granby to help out with the housekeeping department over there. But with the tooth going on and everything, and working 6 days in a row already, there was no way I could do it. You know, if I was working 4 days in a row, or, you know, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But 6 days plus this toothache, no. There's no way I could have done it. Had just 1 day off, no. And work another 5 days in a row, because I have the next Monday and Tuesday off. So that's my update, and hopefully by the next time I pull y'all out for a video, my condition will have improved, and I'll be back to my normal self. So y'all take care. If y'all haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. And as always, leave a message. Just don't be negative. Later.